everyone starts talking about using their electronics to find fish in the summertime, everybody automatically thinks they're out graphing for schools on ledges, points, humps, any offshore structure. Back home where I live, a lot of the fish, they stay shallow year round. That's where most of the tournaments are won. I like to find a bunch of my fish shallow by low rent electronics. There's a bunch of things you can look for on them to make you more efficient. Today I'm going to take you through just a few things that I look for shallow on my electronics to make it more efficient, find fish faster, make your day a whole lot better on the water. We're just idling in this pocket right now. One of the first things I like to look for is when I'm going in is I always like to look at my graph, and you can see it right here. I always like to look and see if there's any bait. That means there's life in there. More than likely there's going to be a population of fish. It's just one of the first things that I look for when I'm headed into a pocket of fish. You can see the bait right here. It's all between about 10 to 12 feet out here at the mouth of this pocket. Once we go back in, it'll come up a little bit shallower and look for that first lip, see if any of that bait's sitting on there. What I'm about to show you right here is one of my favorite ways to catch them during the summertime. This right here is a bluegill bed I just found on my low-range electronics. It can't be seen. It's one that you have to grab to find. It's one that don't get disturbed too much. Probably don't see too many baits. This right here is a way to catch big fish during the summer times. They're not really pressured. They'll move up there, feed on those bluegills. The main thing you're looking for on your graph is you want to look for little honeycomb shapes. It's just little round circles, kind of look like a wasp nest, a honeycomb, anything you want to call it. I'll show it to you on the graph right here. That way you can get a full understanding of what it looks like. It's a great pattern to run on less pressured fish. You can see it's coming up on them right here. All these little black circles you see, the honeycomb I was talking about, all that is, that's just a big bluegill bed. It's out here in about 9 feet of water. Nobody probably ever fishes it unless they find it on their low rants. Great way to catch big fish during the summer. One of the best, most efficient ways to find the best docks on your lake is through your electronics. It takes a whole lot of time having to go to fish each one. All you do is just come out from the dock about 10 feet. I normally have my side images set on about 25 to 40 depending on the depth of the docks. And you'll actually see the brush piles or the sweet spots where they're sitting on that dock. You make a mental note, mark it on your graph, and come back and fish it. I'll show you what one looks like right here on this particular dock. You can actually see we went through some grass back there, dock coming out, and there's a little bit of brush right here on the end of it. On those docks, it don't take much brush to make it a little sweet little spot on it. A lot of times you have those tournaments where you just fish, those 3 or 4 hour tournaments, those little night tournaments. You want to be able to hit as many of those as you can in a night. Not waste your time on the ones that don't have fish on it. I can about guarantee you if one dock's got brush on it, is you're going to have some fish on it. One thing I always do when I'm idling in or either idling out of a pocket, I always like to have my side imaging on. That way I can see